Had to rise up just so they could see me.
All right, we'll try to boot this up again.
And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
Nothing yet, huh, Steve?
Off at these
You should be able to see it now.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing.
Played in the 90s.
Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go
Not Murray
bleed?
Hanks, though.
I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve it now.
He was a beast.
It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it.
But he's
I won't stop till they hear me now.
How tall was
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
That guy looks like he's 6'3", but he's like really thin.
What do you that's like thin for anyone.
Dude, he's fucking thin. Like, he looks like a wide receiver. Well, that was my team when I was a little kid, so. Not to mention they were pretty good.
They were pretty good. I think they won a few Super Bowls.
The Buffalo Bills select Tre'Davious White, defensive back, LSU. The Buffalo Bills select Tremaine Edmonds, linebacker, Virginia Tech. The Buffalo Bills select Gregory Rousseau, defensive end, Miami. The Buffalo Bills select Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, Houston. With the 7th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
Welcome to live coverage of the 2022 NFL Draft, brought to you by the Best Buffalo Bills channel, or not. Tonight, a superstar college player will become a member of Bills Mafia. 290 days later, he will be a Super Bowl champion.
The Bills. Is Sanders done? Is Sanders gone?
Yeah,
He's gone. He's gone, Sanders gone. They're filling that gap.
And now here's your host,
Sure, he's gonna
a
go.
middle-aged guy in his
Crowder.
basement.
I don't hate it the way it is right now.
Like,
All right, let's try this
it's not
again.
anymore.
So it looks like I probably should not play highlights because we'll be get taken down. That stinks. Oh, well. I wonder if I could play highlights like in a smaller box or something, but it's, I guess it's not worth it. So we had a few people watching, and they all said, "Oh,
We got Charlie in here?
I don't know. We have 2 people watching. I think it's me and Kevin right now. So
Hey,
hopefully, hopefully we'll get some of our people back. Otherwise, it's just us. I'm here till like the end, baby. Even if it's just me by myself. I do a lot of things by myself.
Oh yeah, like what? Can you please elaborate?
Yeah, what do you mean?
The kids in this room.
No, he doesn't know.
I'm gonna change my name. Let's see. Middle.
What do we got here? Panthers? So did the Panthers take the first quarterback off the board?
I don't know, but here we go. The pick is in. There's your guy. So the Panthers are the first team to make a smart pick, not a sexy pick, but a smart. Look at the size of that guy. Holy cow. Ikam Ekwonu. He's got those names. Any guy with an African name, to me, is going to be great in the NFL. I don't know why.
What is he, Nigerian?
Nigerian, yeah.
Sounds like it.
You got something. So the Panthers take a tackle. I think one of those smart picks. You know, I mean, you got to build your offensive line. You just have to. And their quarterback situation is still up in the air.
That's fine. They can take. They can watch how the rest of this pans out. You can do the Baker Mayfield thing.
Yeah.
There's no quarterbacks in this draft.
Well, I thought they would have taken Willis just because offense is what you build your team around nowadays, honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised if Willis, maybe the Falcons go to Willis.
That could be.
I don't know. But that is, you know, it's just one of those smart picks. I think where you really get savvy is not with who you take with your first pick. It's what you do with your subsequent picks after that. Do you move? I think the consensus is moving back and getting more draft capitals seems to be the way to go.
And at the cheaper prices that you can get.
Take as many swings at this thing as you can.
A running back in the first round because you got to pay him for 5 years.
Right.
You got to give him a second contract. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, I totally agree. I honestly think that the Bills might get sucked into that, though, and I think they may even have been preparing for it. I don't think O.J. Howard is necessarily a guy they picked up to catch passes as much as it is to block.
He's going to block in those 12 package type things where they, I wouldn't be surprised they throw him, though. I'm curious to see what he can do.
So very interesting here. We have now Charles is back and Bill's Mafia Hitman are back. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
Back on the board.
It's nice to have, people here to party with us. Who's back on the board?
Giants.
They're back on the board. I did not know that they had. Are they back on the board because of a trade?
This is from the trade from last year with the
Bears
for Justin Fields.
All right, it wasn't a trade just now.
No.
All right, gotcha. All right, guys. So Charles and Hitman, and hey, Bill's Maniac, what's up, big guy? Bill's Maniac. I really enjoy to go back and forth with you, my friend, on my silly little videos. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So, unfortunately, I can't show any highlights. And, not that you can't just watch your TV, but I like to do the highlights. I like to feel like I got something, legit going here, and I'm not really just a middle-aged man in my basement. Shut up, Jared.
Are you in your basement?
Yes, sir.
You get that thing finished yet?
I'm in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. You have a basement in Vegas, right?
I do.
Of course. He's living to 104, so he can do whatever he wants.
All right, so the conversation, running back. Let me hear what you guys have to say.
You have so many picks that go way before that.
So, do you ever take a running back in the first round? Ever?
Unless it's Bijan Robinson of next year. For this year's draft, no, you don't.
No?
No.
And who's this V. John Hobinson?
Bijan Robinson. He's number 5 of Texas next
It's
year. Watch him. The dude is the real deal.
How is he the real deal and Brees Hall not?
I mean, come on.
I'm not saying
Running backs
he's
suck.
not.
Running backs aren't.
I mean, unless he's like taking off from the 25-yard line and like diving into the end zone
He does.
in the air.
You ever
No.
play Techno football with Bo Jackson? That's Bijan Robinson.
I like
for
my
you.
view
Nah,
too,
I-
Bills Maniac. I like my view too. Say again, what? Huh?
I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, what do we got here? All right, so this is explaining how they got this pick.
Oh, the pick is in. Pick is in.
Furious last year. What a terrible pick that was, picking Kadarius Toney. Joke that was. I think they really overthink this stuff a lot.
All right, here we go. Giants 2 picks in the top 7. So they got offensive lineman. It's got to be a wide receiver, right? No, another offensive lineman. Oh wait,
No,
Did
no.
no. They took defensive end, right?
They're getting the offensive lineman right here. They should probably get like the guy from Alabama. Evan Neal?
Evan Neal, yeah.
They got Evan Neal. You're right. They absolutely got Evan Neal. You're
That's what they were
100%
expecting.
right.
Yeah, I mean, they got that left side tackle taken care of.
Mhm.
So this dude here is like huge. He's like 6'7" or something like that.
Charlie said, "This is where the Bills have picked my whole life."
What's that?
It's so true. But the Bills have already picked by now in the last except for the last 3 years. This is usually where we're like already going to bed because we already know the Bills got.
They've always been like 8, 9, and 10. Like they've been in that area for like however many, like a decade.
Oh my gosh! And then the picks they made. I want to know. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, false alarm. Pick is not in. What, in your opinion, is the worst Bills draft pick in the last 20 years?
Like
Oh,
first round or
shit.
just pick in general?
Go ahead, chat. I want to see in the chat
You talking first round or just pick in general?
proof that the process is working. You're absolutely right there, Bills Maniac. What
It's
is
Aaron-
the worst Bills
Aaron-
pick?
Aaron Mabel, probably.
Yeah, Mabel.
Aaron Maven, definitely. He had 1 year of production.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with
And
Charlie. I think it was EJ.
oh yeah, EJ. Yeah, EJ was a bad pick.
Because, and here's why. Because EJ was not a first round prospect. He was, I think, a second round prospect, and they took him in the first round. Aaron Maven was the second highly touted defensive end that
yeah, they
season.
could have got a Rackpo then.
Or outside line. I wanted a Rackpo. And you know why I wanted a Rackpo? I called WGR and I told him on the air. I said, I want a Rackpo because he's got a cool name and a big head. That was the reason why I wanted them to take a Rackpo, and I would have been right.
I would say it's
Nathan
Manuel
Peterman. Bills
he-
Maniac
he
says
screwed
Nathan
us up.
Peterman, but Nathan Peterman wasn't taken until like the 3rd or 4th round, right? I'm sorry, what, Kevin?
Yeah, EJ Manuel really messed us up for a while because they kept trying to push him, on us here. Whereas these other guys, they just didn't produce that well. But when your quarterback blows as bad as he was, it's got to be EJ Manuel.
Hitman says JP Lossman. That was a bad one too.
That was bad.
Didn't we trade up for him too?
I mean, how
We
far
did.
back you going?
That was my wedding. That was my wedding day when we got JP Lossman and Lee Evans.
That Lee Evans thing that seemed to work out pretty well.
Yeah, Lee Evans worked out
And
really
he was
well.
good. He was good.
Yeah, I would say Lee Evans. Would he be a top 10 wide receiver for the Bills all time?
Top 10, definitely.
Top 10, you think?
Bills. Oh, yeah.
Who's number 1 for you for the Bills?
Great question. I'll tell you what. Let's go to the chat room again. Who are the wide receivers for the Bills that were better than Lee Evans in the chat? Let's see if we
Eric
can.
Moulton,
see
easy
if we can get-
answer.
See if we can get up. See if we could push back Lee Evans back to 10. Some of you youngsters won't remember guys
Eric
like
Mould.
Jerry Butler, Frank Lewis.
Nah, that's too far back.
Never heard of those guys.
So we'll have to say in the last 25 years, 1995. Can we do that?
Sure. That's
So
fair.
Eric Moulds is better.
Eric
Eric
Moulds,
Moulds.
definitely.
Stevie Johnson's got to be up there.
Don Beebe,
Mm,
Stevie Johnson. That's 3.
I don't. Don Beebe was overshadowed. Like he didn't. I don't think he had the stats.
Oh, got the pick is in for the Falcons. So we got 3. Peerless Price. I agree with Peerless. I agree with Charlie. Peerless Price is better than Lee Evans. That's 4.
Fearless Price, man.
I
Fearless
think-
Price was good.
I think Beebe was as good as Lee Evans.
I don't know if he had the stats though. He was playing with Reed and stuff, wasn't he? And Lofton.
No, Price was playing
You-
with Moulds.
He played with Josh Reed.
No. I thought you were talking about Don Beebe. You said
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm sorry.
he was overshadowed a lot and
Yeah,
tough
he
to
was
make
a-
catch. Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't even say Andre Reed, but I guess he's not in the last 25 years. Or maybe he was. He was still in the league. All right. So the Falcons.
I think that
have-
you think like some of the worst picks, like Terrell Troop. Man, that was like
Oh, Terrell Troop and John McCargo.
Terrell
Oh,
Troop
God.
was like a pick or 2 before Rob Gronkowski.
All right, here we go,
Wow.
Falcons. What do the Falcons need? They're aging in quarterback. Is this going to be the first quarterback off the board?
Malik.
Drake London.
Ooh.
Drake.
This dude's he's a big dude, man. He catches a lot of stuff in traffic.
Really? He should be running around in traffic. You saw what happened to Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, that's sad, Jared.
That was so bad. I should have said
Oh
that.
yeah,
Is it too soon? It's too
I
soon.
should not have said. I'm so sorry. I'm going to lose all our viewers. That was terrible. I don't know why I just said that. I apologize.
You're 3 viewers. You lost the 1 snowflake.
Anyway, Drake London's big. He was a lot of mock drafts had him going off the board first. I did lose a viewer.
Okay.
We're down to 3.
That must have been an Ohio State fan.
Charlie, I upset Charlie. I'm sorry, Charlie.
Charlie's mad.
Is that Charlie Ginnivan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he loved him.
Watkins was better then. I think Evans might be around 10.
Mm.
What are you doing? Top 10 receivers?
Well, no, I wouldn't put Watkins above Lee Evans.
No, not at all. Not even close.
Yeah, I'd say it was close.
Oh,
I would say it's close.
Close?
Close.
I think you're way off there. Lee Evans had way more productive seasons than the Bills now.
well, he played longer for sure, so he has overall stats. It depends on what you're looking at, all-time stats, or just had some really good years.
Well, I would definitely put Lee Evans in the top 10. I'm not sure I would put him much higher than 8, though.
Nah.
No, Lee Evans has got to be like in the top 5. It's got to
This
be
guy don't.
Andre Reed, Eric Moulds, and then Lee Evans.
All right, well, here's a look at the update on the picks. First overall is Trayvon Walker. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 to the Lions. Texans get Derek Stingley. Jets take Sauce Gardner. Giants take Kayvon Thibodeau. Carolina Panthers, Ike Ekwonu. New York Giants tackle. So 2 tackles, 1 in a row. Ekwonu and Evan Neal. And Drake London goes at number 8. So the Seahawks are on the clock. Do the Seahawks take a quarterback?
So what we got here?
Seattle, let's see.
Seattle's kind of a mess.
Defensive end? Possibly. Is Jermaine Johnson still left? He's still out there, right?
Yep.
That's what my cheat sheet says.
Now, I've been hearing that the quarterbacks are probably going to drop to the later end.
Yeah,
like,
they won't.
back
They
end.
won't waste it. Yeah, they're not going to waste it on the first.
I wouldn't
round.
be surprised if some quarterbacks go at the end of the first round, though.
And a lot depends on what they may or may not do with DK Metcalf.
Oh,
He
he's
wants
sticking
it.
around.
You think
He's
so? I thought he wanted out.
I heard his name floated in trade rumors, and that's a salary they could get away from to start their rebuild.
Where are we going to put him?
Huh? Oh,
It's a tough guy to replace, though. You know what I mean?
Tyler Lockett is old. They do have the 31st ranked pass defense though in the league, so you got to certainly imagine that's something that they're going to want to address in the draft. Whether they're going to use their first round pick or not, I don't know. No one knows. No one knows what anybody is going to do, Jared. Not until it happens. Then when it happens, those who said that's what they were going to do, they say, "Yeah, I knew that's what they were going to do."
They could go quarterback here.
Pete
Huh?
Carroll said he needed an edge rusher. Pete Carroll said that prior to the draft. So
Pete Carroll and Joe Biden have a lot in common. They don't know what they're saying.
Old,
They don't know what they're saying.
old and unfit to lead what they're doing now.
Exactly.
I didn't say that. I was just asking a question.
I
Oh
think he's
no,
getting-
that was a
going
statement.
for sure.
That was a question, but it was a statement.
Okay. Well, I mean, they are old.
Take
You probably
ownership of your comments. Don't be passive aggressive, Jared.
Yeah, Jared.
Sorry.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, I love your studio, Jared. Can you make
Thank
it any
you.
darker in there?
Yeah, probably could. I could shut the 2 lights off that I have.
I was just teasing you. Not everybody's cool like me and go to Vegas. Oh,
Yeah. You know,
The
next year we
Seahawks.
want to do this. Where's the draft? Let's go there. Take them.
Seahawks pick is in.
What do you got? Charlie Cross, Malik Willis here.
Jermaine Johnson.
All right, let's all guess. You ready? It's all guess.
Oh, Jermaine Johnson.
Oh, we got
Jermaine Johnson.
we're up to 7 viewers. Yay. Yay for me. Thank you for those who may have come back when our stream got taken down because I was a bad copyright Steeler boy. I apologize to the NFL. I know that I stole 12 viewers from you. From your multi-billion-dollar operation. I apologize. I hope you guys can make it. I hope these teams can pay their first round picks because I stole 12 of your viewers.
I hope the NFL took the shit out of you.
I bet you they will. I bet you they're going to be.
They're coming down hard on Steve.
Your studio looks like
Yeah.
your living room. Bill's Maniac says your studio looks like your living room. That's, you know what? Bill's
It's a hell of
Maniac,
a living room.
that's actually a green screen. He's actually in a studio and he wanted to make it look like his living room.
My living room?
Can you go get a light?
Get a flashlight.
Get a
flashlight.
flashlight. Do it.
Just shine
Go
it
get
on
a flashlight. Hold it up under your chin. Or do what do you ever take a flashlight and shine it at? There you go. That actually looks better. Can you do that? That looks a lot
But now
better.
it's getting to shine my face.
Do you ever take a flashlight and point it at the ceiling and put your hand over it with your kids in the room to make it look like a?
No, I usually just get a flashlight and stare right at it for as
Oh,
long
that's
as I
great.
can.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to
That's
have
very
your
nice.
kids, if you want your kids to just have a blast, just shine the flashlight on the ceiling in a dark room and put your hand down over it like a big claw. That they get a
Yeah, I don't
kick
want my
out of.
kids to have a fun time ever, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, well there you go. All right, so what are we saying? Pick is in. What are we
It's
saying is
Josh-
happening?
Jermaine Johnson for me. What do you think, Jared?
Is that who they got? That's who they took?
No.
No.
I'm just.
We
that's
don't
just a
know.
guess.
What do you think?
Oh, no, I think they'll go offensive line. They should. That's the whole reason Wilson left, is their offensive line sucked.
Okay. But their secondary stinks too.
What do you got?
Rob Staten? Rob Staten OT?
Who the heck is Rob Staten?
Charles Cross.
Charles Cross.
Tackle.
Yeah, I guess he
Just
doesn't
like you
people
said.
trying to
They need somebody to protect Russell. Russell, come back! We got Charles Cross.
No, they got-
It's like a little too late there,
Reconsider.
Pete, a little too late.
All right, what do you think of this Charles Cross guy, Jared?
I don't know. He doesn't like people touching his quarterback. He's a big dude.
He doesn't like what?
I don't know. Look at that hair he's got. What do you think of that?
No, don't try to be like me. Give me some serious analysis.
Yeah, how many sacks did he let up, guys?
Yeah, come on. What are his measurables? What's his vertical?
All right.
Come on.
His nickname is.
Where did he go to high school? What's his middle school? What does his middle school coach say about his progress from middle school to high school?
Yeah, was he 6'5" in middle school?
You're gonna have to mute that. I don't know. He's just a giant dude that doesn't like touching his quarterback.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he's pretty happy to get this contract he's going to get, and he's going to stick around for about a good 3 or 4 years, and then he's going to fizzle out.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. And that's honestly, when it comes to draft analysis, you get all these profiles on these players. That would be mine. I don't know. He's a big dude who doesn't let anybody touch his quarterback. What more is there to say? He is a big dude. Where did he play? Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, but wait till he goes against one of that one Bosa boy, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, he's with the Seahawks now, so he's going to be up against the dude from San Francisco.
How big is this guy? What's his height and weight? Is he pretty?
6'5",
6'5".
He's gigantic. He looks bigger than 6'5". He's a gigantic. And did you notice that the heavens shine a light down on his body while he's playing? I mean, that shows you there that he has like angelic powers. Oh no, that's graphics.
Wow.
That's
I'm sorry, that's NFL.com. That's NFL Network graphics. Sorry about that.
He read a quote from his middle school coach, and he's a big dude. Doesn't like defensive players touching his quarterback, but does not have angelic powers. His favorite color is purple.
Biggest question though is, did anybody go to his birthday party?
Oh, don't ask that. Not on draft day.
Not on draft day. All right, let's take a look at our updated list here. We have, I don't know how many that is. It's about 20 people who are in on this now $200. I don't know if anybody that's in the stream now wasn't in the stream before it got taken down before. Our good friend Charlie doubled the prize from $100 to $200. So if any of these players are picked by the Bills, you will win $200. If, of course, you are in a tie with somebody, and we have quite a few, we're going to have to do a random drawing. Oh,
wait, can I get in on this contest? Or is it like now that I'm in this podcast, I can't do it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, friends and family can't join. I picked Breece Hall. I'm the only exception. I can get the $200.
Wait, does that mean I'm family?
You know, friends and family.
So that means I should get a promotion at work then, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, so we got the Jets. The Jets are on again? How many teams got, like, multiple picks in the first 10? You had the Giants had 2.
Quite a few this year. You got the Giants, the Jets, probably Houston, the Eagles, and the Saints, and maybe the Packers.
All right, so their defense sucks. They gave up 30 points a game last year. Okay, it was worse than the NFL. They only had the Jets. They only had 7 interceptions, and that was the fewest by the Jets since 2014.
That's horrible.
If my memory is correct, Kevin.
Yo.
I have the power to boot you from this little stream. We're gonna. How many people? We had 22 viewers. Now we have 8 because you put that picture up. Thanks a lot.
What picture?
Kevin, just so you know, is a Bills fan. He just likes to antagonize.
Is that true, Kevin?
Well, yeah, I do, but I didn't put up a picture. I didn't do nothing. I don't think I did.
Why did you steal that street sign from?
Oh, you know what? We didn't see it. I wasn't live streaming at our shot at that moment. Oh, here we go. The Jets again.
probably receiver here. Cal Hamilton would make sense, but probably receiver because that receiver room is terrible.
Garrett Wilson. You were absolutely right. They got Garrett Wilson from Ohio State.
Which he was just expected to probably be the first receiver to go off the board.
He was. Now, my question about Garrett Wilson, okay, and you can answer this question, is did his draft stock, not, how do I put this? Did he benefit from having Chris Olave on that team? Is that possibly why he did not go first overall?
Well, I mean, it probably benefited having Chris Olave, and they also had that other dude that's next year is going to be probably a first-round pick on that
Okay.
team.
So is that taken into consideration by these teams? Yeah, you're really good, dude. Of course you're really good. Your teammate had to be double-teamed, or he was opening up the field for you underneath, or whatever the case.
I don't know, that Ohio State offense was good last year. They had three good receivers, obviously a good quarterback, and C.J. Stroud. So
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that about everybody on Alabama, but you don't. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Is Alabama's offense always stacked though? I mean, they don't know.
No, I'm saying when it comes to their defense or whatever, any good team you could use that against them.
New Jersey
I guess-
Jets. You're doggone right, Bills Maniac. New Jersey Jets.
Yeah, you could use that against any Georgia Bulldog defensive player in this draft.
Everybody, like, you were playing next to a bunch of Pro Bowlers.
All right, I want to know in the chat, like, when it comes to a wide receiver, the wide receiver position, should be taken into consideration if they're playing with other guys that are also projected to be in the top 10, top 20 in the first round?
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, you look at Larry Fitzgerald when he played, or not Larry Fitzgerald.
Justin Jefferson played with
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Both of them they're just studs. You can't.
Yeah, and there's one other stud. The guy on Carolina, I can't think of his name. Man. I mean, that offense at that time was stacked.
Yeah, but it didn't. And look at them in the NFL. They're the two of the best.
Jefferson
in the
is
NFL.
Pro. Jamar Chase, he lives up.
Jamar Chase and Jefferson on the same team. If you wouldn't have drafted one of them, you'd be kicking yourself in the ass right now.
Who?
Jefferson.
Yeah, like the Eagles, who took Jalen Reagor right before Justin Jefferson.
Right.
And
we have a trade.
It's like a joke.
We have a trade. Trade alert. Trade alert.
All right, so we got the Saints. What are they going to go? Kyle Hamilton? They're always big on safeties, and they lost the
All right.
last two.
So the Saints, who did the Saints trade with?
Let's see here.
The Saints traded with Washington.
So what do you got? Kyle Hamilton here?
Saints. I mean, what do they got? They really don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get one today.
Their defense was good.
I'm going Kyle Hamilton here.
Michael Thomas did not play. That made a big difference. I don't know if he's going to return to form or not. You don't go offensive line.
They should go Hamilton here.
Yeah? Okay.
They lost their other guy in free agency, and what's his name retired, Jenkins.
That makes sense.
You got to go Hamilton here, and the Saints have a history of taking safeties in the first round.
Okay. I like it, Jared. I like your take on that. I don't know if it's right. It sounds good though.
So the cheat sheet says Jamison Williams, Drake London, wide receiver, and then second pick would be Kyle Hamilton, according to the cheat sheet.
Well, the cheat sheet isn't always accurate.
No, we know. We like to just throw that out there.
Because the cheat sheet said take Merton Hanks in the first round. He fell.
Chris Olave. Olave, how do you pronounce that? Ohio
Yeah,
State.
Olave. I don't know. I think it would be stupid for them to take a receiver in the first round here, right now.
Depends. You end up with a Debo Samuel, you don't think that way.
Yeah, but if you don't have someone to give them, if you don't have someone to give that Debo Samuel type guy the ball, what good is he?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that about a quarterback with no receivers too, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Except Debo runs the ball too.
It's true. He does. I don't know. Kyle Hamilton, he's just such a good player, though. I just don't.
It's offensive league is the way I look at it.
But if you can stop those offenses, I mean,
Yeah, well, the Bills had the number one, and did they stop KC?
You really got to go there, Kevin?
bring that up.
Number one defense, though, right? What happened? I just think you need to build around offense. That's what the Bills are doing.
I don't know. Do they? I mean, they get a lot of.
I feel like it.
Draft.
I'm not impressed with defenses lately with the way the league's changing.
It's definitely, man, that's going to be my next chat question. I'd like to know what everybody thinks. We got 11 people back. It's good to see, get the stream up to 11. Thank you for those who are sticking around. Definitely a lot better things to do than sit and watch three guys blather about things that they don't really know. Except for Kyle. Except for, what's your name, Kyle? I almost called you Kyle. Jared.
Why does everybody always think I'm Kyle?
Do other people call you Kyle?
Yeah, man,
Same
all the
thing.
time.
Oh, that's good.
Same thing.
I love the light in your room. Looks good.
And people call Kyle Jared.
They do? It's not
Yeah.
just me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
good.
just-
Okay, good. Oh,
Kevin.
man.
Never makes that mistake.
I never make that mistake.
Kevin just
Yeah.
doesn't talk to anybody.
Yeah, well, he's holding me down, tickling me. He's like, "Hey, Jared, is that tickle?" While he's tickling me, and I'm just like, Anyway, guys, we got the Saints here.
All right, where are we going? Saints. I want to know.
It's got to be Kyle Hamilton. But this receiver.
All right, chat room. What are we going to do? Who are the Saints taking here? Who are the Saints taking? I want to know. Who thinks what? I'm going to be the first one.
What do you got? What do you think, Steve?
I think they're going to take... Let's see. I think they take Jameson Williams.
You think so? The
Yep.
guy that's super fast but has an ACL injury,
Yep.
1 year production.
Yep.
All right.
I think Jameson Williams.
Why do you think Jameson Williams?
Because it's a sexy pick. That's why.
Yeah.
And if I'm right, I look so smart.
So they can. So when Kirk Cousins loses the position and Kellen Mond takes over, and he can just launch the ball out.
Exactly.
Throw it to Jameson Williams.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. They're doing their little spiel before they announce the pick.
Oh, here's the Make-A-Wish people that-
Bills Maniac says they're going to take Booth. That will crush some dreams in our little
Why is that guy
contest.
in its Chargers thing.
Chris Olave, who is it?
Who's that guy?
Tony Gonzalez and
Yeah, it's Tony Gonzalez. Why
Oh yeah.
is Tony Gonzalez doing a Saints pick?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. Who knows?
Kind of weird.
Because the Chiefs fans are just really thrilled with that. Wow. That's pretty rude.
Which part?
I think they're booing him.
Oh, there's an Amazon shout out because we need that, as if we don't know Amazon exists.
I know, right? All right, yeah. Jameson Winston's going to be throwing to Jameson. Oh yeah, Jameson, Williams, and Jameson Winston.
It has nothing to do with the Saints pick.
Wait a minute, they got Chargers and the Chiefs talking about the Saints.
It's because of the Thursday night thing.
What?
What the? What the?
Can you guys just pick it already? Crying out loud.
Look at the size difference.
Yeah, from Eckler and the size difference between Eckler and Gonzalez. Yeah, Gonzalez looks like he could still play.
I bet he still could.
Yeah, he's
no Dawson Knox, but he could play.
Man, we're getting closer to our Bills pick, boys. A little bit closer, just inching down the road here.
Barely.
All right, here we go. Saints selection.
It's gonna be. Oh no, they're doing Chris Olave. What?
Chris Olave. I was close. They took a receiver. I was close. All right, I'm going to open it up to the chat room. I had a question. What was my question? Oh.
Steve, what's this channel
right.
called? Best Bills channel
Best
or not?
Bills channel or not? Hey, so here's the question for all those still in the chat. In the modern NFL, Kevin was saying you need to beef up your offense. Defense isn't as important anymore. You got to keep up with the scoring. So in the chat room, let's have a little back and forth. Offense, defense, the same. What do you do?
We got a trade here. We got Lions back in.
Huh? What?
We got a trade, I think. The Lions are back in.
Oh, you're ahead of me. We got a trade?
Yeah, it looks like the Lions are. The Vikings trading with the Lions?
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't see any trade.
Hold on.
Games are won in the trenches, says Hitman. Offense makes the defense. So it looks like kind of a 1-to-1. I don't see any trade alert.
I was just talking to my guy with the Lions. They're making a trade.
Are you guessing or did you see it?
No, the Lions are coming on board here.
They are?
Yeah. They sure are. And then the Houston's going to come on, and they're going to take Kyle Hamilton.
Oh,
But the Lions-
there it is. I finally see it.
What are they
I
coming
finally
up for?
see it. Trade alert! Trade alert! All right. Trade alert. Oh, we got a debate going back and forth in the chat. I love it.
Yeah, what's that?
Bills Mafia is asking Charles, hey, did our offense lose to KC? That's a great point.
No, the defense did.
The
That's an
defense
obvious-
did. So, you know,
obvious answer.
and we had the number one defense. So
Von
what does that
Miller.
tell you?
our defense wasn't good enough. They needed a better defense.
Or
You
did
think-
we need a better?
So did the
we
Bills
need a
need to
better
score
offense?
more points? Is that what you're saying? I don't
Yes,
think
that's how you win. Yes, because that's how you win the game.
Was it the defense or was it the defensive coordinator? Because they're not drafting coordinators today. That's not going to improve your defense. They still got the coordinator.
The guys executing the defense need to.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some
Actually-
cough drops.
Who had the better defense, KC or Buffalo? Last season.
Last season?
Yeah, overall,
I mean,
Buffalo.
statistically
Buffalo.
speaking, Buffalo did.
Buffalo did. What did that get them in the playoffs?
But when it came down to who,
The offense had the better team. The better offense ended up winning the game. Right?
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like the defenses were just so ineffective on both sides of the ball, they almost didn't matter. It came down to the better offense.
According to statistics and on paper, the Bills should have won that game,
But they didn't.
but they didn't. So, what are the Lions doing here?
So the Lions are picking again, right?
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
a lot of teams
What was
getting.
great against the-
Look at this. So the Lions receive the 12th overall pick and a second round pick, and then they give up 32nd overall pick, second round pick number 34, and a third round pick.
Ooh,
Boy, that's
do
crazy.
they go quarterback here?
That's a lot.
Why? The Vikings didn't get a lot. They got one extra pick in the second round, and they kind of compensated by giving the Lions. I don't know if that's really that the Vikings had no one at number 12 that they wanted to take to improve their team. What do you think about that? All right, here we
Vikings
go.
are a pretty complete team. They're
Huh?
fine. The Vikings think they're a pretty complete team. They're fine. But they're just loading up, just getting those extra picks.
Yeah.
Or they get a first for next year for them.
There it is, Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams. I thought he might fall to 25 and make it interesting.
I can care less about Jamison Williams' pick. That's just
Yeah?
he's a fast dude, but he's 1 year production.
Yeah.
He's actually an Ohio State guy, so he was on the same team with Olave and Wilson,
Okay.
and he's got an ACL injury, so
Uh-huh.
there's no guarantee on that.
Yeah.
He was before.
All right.
I don't know.
What do you think, Kevin?
I mean, you can say that about every guy that's on a good team about their team.
Not all of them have ACL injuries, Kevin.
No. The injuries, I agree, but there are a lot of guys with injuries in this list of guys that already been drafted.
Hey, Jim
But-
Tripp. Thanks for coming back.
Like an ACL injury?
Yeah, there was one other guy with an ACL injury.
See, the thing that I thought he would drop further in the draft for would be that ACL injury, not necessarily that they were worried about whether he would recover. It just seems like, it's a win now scenario for most of these teams, and having a guy in the draft that's not going to be available he's not going to be available maybe for the entire season.
How did Philadelphia get up here? Wasn't it Houston?
Is there another trade? I thought Philadelphia had. Let's see. It was Houston.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia. Wait a minute. No, the Ravens are on the. Oh, pick is in.
I mean, it's Philadelphia right now.
Oh, there was a trade between Philadelphia, Houston, and Philly?
So Philly needs a receiver. That receiver room is garbage.
Is that another trade?
It's got to be because I'm pretty sure it's Houston just a minute ago.
I gotta keep my eye on this. Now, so Philly moved up. I don't know who they moved up. They had I can't remember. They had a couple picks in the second round. A lot of teams have 2 picks.
Yeah, they do. There's quite a few this year.
Do you see trade yet?
Not yet, but I do see Philadelphia on the clock.
Yeah. All right, so Philadelphia's on the clock. We're getting so just a little bit more closer. Now this is where as a Bills fan, you're kind of thinking, okay, is there a player that Brandon Beane's targeting that he knows he needs to move up to get? He sees other teams. I think that's probably a typical human nature thing. It is a trade to see other teams trading.
So this is where
All right, so we have a trade.
so you got 1, 2, 3.
The Eagles traded with the Cleveland, and it was like a Cleveland, Houston, Philly trade. I don't know how that. So they got what they traded up with Cleveland, and then got to Houston through Cleveland. I don't know. Anyway, who do you have Philly taking here?
Probably a receiver.
For Jalen Hurts.
There's
Okay.
a run going on right now. So,
Run,
and
so-
receiver.
So this could be.
I don't know, Traylon Burks. This would be pretty early for him, but
So Garrett Wilson's gone. Olave's gone. Traylon Burks. I bet it is Traylon Burks. He looks like he is an Eagle. I just have that. He has that name for a Philadelphia Eagle player.
the best receiver on the board right now would be Pickens, but I don't know how the Eagles are, but he's got like off the field junk that goes on. So, I mean, Burks is not a bad guy though. He had a pretty heck of a game against Alabama. He had quite the season. He's a big dude too. I mean, he's kind of in that Deebo Samuel's build.
Did Hamilton go yet?
Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton. Do we ever call
Kyle
him?
Hamilton? No, he did not go yet.
He did not go yet. I bet it's Kyle Hamilton.
I'm gonna lean more towards his receiver on this one.
All right, let's open it up for our peeps here.
What are
What's
your
up?
peeps think? What's Charlie got going on?
We got, huh?
What does Charlie think?
Let's find out right now. So, Eagles. They're going to get a wide receiver for Jalen Hurts. They're going to go with that Kyle Hamilton dude. That's who I think. I think they're going with Kyle Hamilton. I'm going to lock that in myself right now. Kyle Hamilton. Daxton Hill is a cornerback.
Yes, and he's not going anytime soon.
He's probably going to Buffalo.
You want a safety?
Oh, is he a safety? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's right. He is a safety.
I
Charles
bet you
thinks that the Bills should trade up and take QB. Not sold on Allen. So
Is Traylon Burks? Is Traylon
Charlie's
Burks
drinking
still
wine.
out? Traylon Burks, is he still out there? I could see them going
Yeah.
Traylon Burks, just because he's kind of like a Debo.
Yeah, I see Traylon
heavy
Burks
dude.
as well.
I kind of agree that first-time caller, though. I'm not sold on Allen either. Maybe that Skylar Thompson out of Kansas State, he might be a good pick. Big body quarterback, 6'2", 217.
Uh-huh.
What? Best Bills. Something.
All right.
What do you got here?
I've got Kyle Hamilton. And now what we're looking at is the potential of Buffalo moving up. And if not, who's going to be left for Buffalo when they get to 25? And I honestly think they're going to trade out of the first round if there's not a guy there, obviously, that they want. I mean, that's obvious. I think that's just duh. So Jalen Hurts needs a receiver. He had 200 yards average receiving last year.
You see the Eagles are looking to trade Jalen Reagor after 2 years.
Yeah, I heard about that. So yeah, I guess it's Eagles. I'm saying Kyle Hamilton. I'm going to stick to it, but I think with the run on receivers, I think you're right. I think they had like 3 receivers on their draft board, and 2 of them are gone. So they moved up to get their receiver. So who's that going to be? Pickens?
I think Pickens falls because of all this off-the-field stuff and his injury stuff. So I'm going to go with Traylon Burks.
All right.
I'm sticking with Burks too.
He's
He's pretty big.
Traylon Burks.
6'2", 225, big heavy guy. shorter, heavy guy, really.
Oh, great. We got to have a dance team come out first.
What channel are you watching?
I got NFL Network on. I'm like 15 seconds behind you.
We got Ice Cube now. He's about as qualified as we are.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, that guy from Next Friday. I think that's all he ever did.
Are We There Yet? He did too. Those are.
Okay, I'm sorry. And Are We There
Come
Yet?
on, come on.
And the Eagles take. Let's do it, boys. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
Sucks. Oh, here's some high school kids to tell us about the Eagles draft.
All right, Eagles fans, all those Eagles fans in this live stream. You got Jordan Davis, defensive tackle.
What the?
Fletcher Cox replacement.
Nothing like taking a defensive tackle that plays 2 downs in the first round.
What the heck?
So not a good
No.
pick, Jared. Let me hear what you have to say about that.
Yeah, no, he's pretty ridiculous. He's pretty amazing, but is he gonna be on 3rd down plays?
So you want a 3-down DT in the first round? Is that what you're saying?
He's a 2-down line. He's a 2-down lineman, so he's probably not gonna be on 3rd downs. So I don't know. It just seems like a. I don't know if they can get off the field. It's just. I don't know. I would like to stick with the Bills, to be honest with you, because
You would have liked the Bills to take another defensive tackle?
this dude is unreal. He's pretty amazing, but not where the Eagles are at. I would not take him for if I was the Eagles.
Really? Who would you want them to take?
In their situation, probably a receiver. He's a good dude, though. I like him. He's no off the field issues. Probably the best defensive lineman in this draft.
This guy here?
Yeah, definitely.
Better than who? Better than? Oh, you're saying D tackle over the ball. You're not talking about Aiden Hutchinson and.
This dude is huge. He's got like hustle. I mean, he's probably. I think he was. They showed him he was faster than like Baker Mayfield in his 40 time and some other guys that should have been way faster. This guy's pretty elite.
All right, well there you go, everybody listening. Jared thinks that this guy right here may be. Well, wait a minute. You started out saying he's only a 2-down defensive tackle, but now you're saying he might be the best defensive lineman in the draft. I don't know.
Sure, yeah, but look how big he is, though. He's not like he's going to be the guy over the nose. He's not going to be your guy that's like rushing the passer.
Yeah.
He's going to take 2 blocks. He's going to be shutting down.
So he's going to eat up space. He's going to finish. He's going to finish a season with like 33 tackles, 2 sacks, but the things that he does not show up on the stat sheet, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's an impressive guy, definitely, for sure.
Gotcha. All right, let's take a look at our
He's just not the right pick for the Eagles, I don't think.
our list here. We have. So Aaron Freeze, you had the Jamison Williams going to the Bills. Sorry, you're out on that. The Beck Stray, Garrett Wilson, you're out on that. And Jay Osgood took Chris Olave for the Bills. Lost that one.
Oh, Hope Dez is out.
But the rest, who? Yes.
Hope Dez.
Beck. Dez, who? What?
I don't know. Whoever that is. Bruce Production, Jalen Petrie, huh? Interesting. And then Zach Scott, Tyquan Thornton. You got 2 guys that are taking Baylor guys for the Bills in the first round. Pretty interesting. Highly unlikely, but sure.
I'm still convinced it's going to be Breece Hall. Breece Hall is going to be the guy. I don't know. Because it's not supposed to be. Like, it's just not. It's not what the Bills should do. And Brandon Beane isn't the type of GM that does things that he's not supposed to do. But it's just one of those players that if he's available at 25, they won't trade up to get him. But if he's available at 25 and there's not obviously a player higher on their draft board, they're going to say, you know what, we're going to do this. Because do you take a running back in the second round?
Sure.
Okay. So the Bills are almost in the second round.
Yeah. There.
So, and I'm telling you, bringing in O.J. Howard and the fact that they, tried with Breida and it didn't work out. They tried with Moss and it didn't work out. And Singletary's good. He's definitely going to be around for a couple seasons. I see him, hanging in there. Tywan Jones is obviously a special teams player. They need a running back, and you could definitely get a quality running back in rounds 2 and 3 and 4, but they don't want Josh Allen running the ball anymore. So
why did they take one in the first round?
And Sean McDermott is still an old school type of coach. Run the ball. So if they can trade out of the first round and take him in the second round, they will. Absolutely. Of course.
So why not wait till the second or third and get like a Kenneth Walker or like an Isaiah Spiller?
Well, you're higher on the guy that's going to be available in the draft next year, right?
Oh yeah, definitely Bijan.
Okay, so they very well may be higher on Breece Hall than those two guys. Why settle for someone? Huh?
Bijan's gonna be one of those guys that's kind of like an Ezekiel or a Saquon that goes like a running back that goes early in the draft that you're not used to seeing.
Okay. See, I don't agree with taking a running back in the top 10. Absolutely not. Okay, we got the Ravens. Ravens are up now. Ravens are picking.
Kyle Hamilton.
I bet you that is a Ravens pick, isn't it, Kyle Hamilton?
I mean, he's the best.
Bam! You called it. Kyle Hamilton comes off the board from Notre Dame. Man, I wish I could play these highlights. Go ahead, tell me about Kyle Hamilton, big dog.
He's just a fast dude and rangy all over the field.
Yeah?
Big dude.
Yeah, if you're watching highlights on another channel or another stream while you're watching us, just check this guy out. He is outrageous. I mean, was he a junior or a senior? Junior. He was a junior. So, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Whatever the case, the guy, his highlight, you got highlight films that, they put out, and of course they're all going to be amazing, right? But you can kind of tell when a guy is like, okay, this guy's that notch above amazing. And this guy, when I watched his tape, I'm like, I would love for him to play in Buffalo. And some people had him come into Buffalo in the Venmo contest. And in some mock drafts, I thought maybe Buffalo would trade up for him. Like, that's one of the guys that I thought Buffalo could trade up for, and I'd be happy if they did, kind of scenario.
Yeah, in the fall, like he's kind of like in the like Derwin James, who went to the Chargers a few years back, like where they dropped, and he was way better of a prospect than like this guy should be higher up than he actually was drafted.
Bills Mafia Hitman says he's like Troy Polamalu. I agree. Like Troy just played with reckless abandon, and this guy. Oh, I'm watching his highlights now. I mean, he's just like. He does not care.
More of a strong safety, and this guy's more free. Well, he's coming up there. I think Troy Polamalu actually has his nephew in this draft.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So what are we looking at now? We are now at
Houston.
Chart. Houston is on the pick is in for both Houston and Washington. They're both already in. The Chargers are on the clock. Just to update everybody out there. I think we lost Kevin. I think his phone went dead.
He's on his phone?
Yeah. So Houston is picking again.
Okay.
So they had the number 3 pick. Now they got the number 15 pick. Pretty amazing that these teams got so many teams are double dipping this year.
So do they go receiver, or do they go like maybe a Jermaine Johnson?
Man. So their last pick was Derek Stingley. Let's look at this list here. So here is the update on, can I close that out? Yeah. So there's an update on the picks. Trevane Walker, number 1. Aiden Hutchinson, number 2, to the Lions. Derek Stingley goes to the Texans. The Jets take Sauce Gardner. Kayvon Thibodeau goes to the Giants. I really would have liked to have him. Carolina Panthers take Ike Ekwonu. The Giants, Evan Neal. Falcons, Drake London, wide receiver. Seattle Seahawks, Charles Cross, offensive tackle. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver. Jets, Chris Olave. This is where the run on the receiver started. Huh?
Oh, Kenyon Green went to Houston, according to your sheet there.
Kenyon Green?
I like Green. I
Oh.
was kind of hoping the Bills.
Oh, they picked. That's who
That's
you
the
wanted?
thing I told you in our little warm up yesterday. Kenyon Green. Come on, pull up the highlights of Kenyon Green. He's a nasty dude.
There you go. Kenyon Green goes to Houston. Kenyon Green, a guard. That's who you wanted for Buffalo?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's right. I'm over it.
All right, so Kenyon Green goes to the Houston Texans to protect who? Certainly not Deshaun Watson anymore, and that's still out there. Oh, let me take this off here. That's still out there, Kyle. You still have
How do you keep calling me
Baker.
Kyle?
I'm calling you Kyle from now on. Jared, you still have Baker Mayfield. You still have Deebo Samuel. These guys, I don't think they're going to be moved here in the first round, but especially now, the teams are.
Davis Mills is a good quarterback.
Who?
Davis Mills is the quarterback in Houston. He's a good quarterback.
Okay, but he's no Deshaun Watson.
He's no Deshaun Watson, but I don't think Davis Mills is that bad of a
No,
quarterback.
I mean he's like a Gardner Minshew. I mean he'll suffice until they get a better quarterback.
As much as they were a bad team, he was probably the best rookie quarterback in last year's draft.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, production-wise.
All right. So maybe they do have somebody that can, stick there. But back to what I was saying, you still have these players out there that are going to be traded. Well, one for sure, Baker Mayfield, and then you also have Deebo Samuel. That he's been all over the place. Wait, Cardinals trade 23 over. Oh, okay. So there's a trade.
What? You got Washington here, right? Who's coming up?
There's a trade, a player trade. Let me get my little trade alert coming up here. So the Cardinals traded with the Ravens. The Cardinals traded their number 23 pick to the Ravens for Marquise Brown, wide receiver. I mean, it's not like, oh, are you gone, Jared? This is just me and myself now. There you are. Jared, you back?
There you go. What
Are you
happened?
back? You froze up. You looked like you froze again. There you are. So the trade shocked you so much you were frozen. The Cardinals traded with the Ravens. The Cardinals gave up their number 23 pick in the draft for wide receiver Marquise Brown.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Brown?
Yep.
They just drafted him like 2 or 3 years ago in the first round. He probably had his best season last year.
So now the question is, You got to imagine that the Cardinals were trying to get Debo. I mean, everybody's trying to get Debo, right?
Yeah, but the Niners are not going to trade Debo in the division to the
For a
Cardinals.
23rd pick. And not for a 23rd pick in the draft. What would it take, do you think? Let's open this up. We got some people watching. Let's open up the chat room. What would it take, do you think, to get Debo? What
The
would
Bills?
San Francisco be looking for? I think it would be a number 1 pick next year and a number 1 pick this year.
Yeah, and possibly even a player.
Huh? And possibly a player?
I don't see who the Niners would even be willing to trade with that's looking for a receiver coming up here. Because they're definitely not going to trade him to the Packers. They're always playing the Packers in the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, so now the Commanders. Oh my gosh, I hate saying that.
I like the Washington football team much better than the Commanders.
Me too. There's a question. What do you think Washington should have named their team? What should the Washington team been named? Commanders? You like it?
The Washington wish they were the Bills.
The Foreskins? The Foreskins. Okay, I love it. I said to somebody they should have named the Washington You-Knows. The Washington You-Know. All right. All right, the Washington Commanders. Where do they go here? I have no idea about the Commanders, what they have or don't have, and what they need or don't need.
Receiver?
Yep, you got it. Jahan Dotson goes to the Commanders. I think a lot of mock drafts actually had him going to Washington.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're a little bit further back, though. They did trade their pick originally, so I think they were originally mocked Kyle Hamilton, but a little bit earlier.
Yep. All right, so it looks like we lost Kevin for the evening. That's okay. Washington White House. How about the Washington White House? I would have liked that. The Beltway Bandits. That was good. Man, we're getting close. We're getting close to the Bills' pick.
Are we?
Breece Hall.
We got a ways to go. Chargers up now?
Yes, sir.
Johan Dotson, huh?
Johan Dotson. Now, the Chargers. Who will the Chargers take? All right, so here we got a team that is likely going to be there in the end. Buffalo, LA Chargers, playoffs. Who's better? Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. Did a video on that. People went crazy in LA. I don't even know how they have fans for the Chargers out there. But they came out of the woodwork. They came off the beaches to argue Justin Herbert being better than Josh Allen. So here's a big pick when it comes to future consequences. If the Chargers want to compete with the Bills, who do they take here?
They should take either a linebacker out of Utah, Devin Lloyd, or a lineman to protect Herbert.
Up, the pick is in. You called it. A guard. Zion Johnson.
Got out of Boston College.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. I liked his tape also. In fact, I had him as a potential draft pick for the Bills.
Yeah.
So, Zion Johnson. So, Tennessee is now on the clock at number 18. And we are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 picks away unless Buffalo trades up. So, here we look at now who is still available. Have Andrew Booth still available? Let's look at our contest list here. I don't want to talk about a guard. I have no interest in talking about a guard. He blocks people. He's big and he blocks people.
Ever since Kenyon Green's gone, I could care less about guards.
All right, so Brees Hall, Andrew Booth, Trent McDuffie, Daxton Hill,
Petray.
Jalen Petray, and Tyquan Thornton. Those are the guys. What?
There's no way Tyquan is the first pick.
I'm told by Charlie in the chat that A.J. Brown just got traded.
Oh, did he?
I don't see anything. I don't think he would say that. That's not a Charlie thing. That would make no sense for him. But I don't see any updates. So I'm gonna trust Charlie here, and I'm gonna pull the trigger on my trade alert. And we do have a trade. Holy cow. Wide receiver A.J. Brown was traded to the Eagles. OMG. Wow. And the Titans trade A.J. Brown to the Eagles and step into the 18th spot. And their pick is in. That is just huge. That, to me, is gigantic. Because A.J. Brown is definitely still a very productive receiver. He goes to the Eagles. Now Jalen Hurts has A.J. Brown to throw to. The Eagles also in the draft picked up Jordan Davis on defense. And now we're just waiting for the player that the Titans pick that they coveted so much. Did you hear about that? So A.J. Brown is traded to the Eagles for the 18th pick. And then the Eagles also, or the Titans, also get a pick in the third round. I think it said.
So that means, wait, so what does the Titans get for him?
The Titans got the 18th pick from the Eagles. I thought the Bills would trade up possibly with the Eagles. And so the Titans get the Eagles' 18th pick, and they also get I think a second or a third round pick in this draft.
That's a
So
good call for, the
Jim thinks maybe that would they take another receiver here?
Eagles. Who, the Titans?
Yeah.
Traylon Burks?
Yeah. That's what Jim Tripp thinks.
Kind of a cheaper version than
How old was AJ Brown?
he had to be like in his early 20s. I mean, he's only drafted 2 years ago?
AJ Brown is. Why would they get rid of AJ Brown?
Because they had to pay him.
Yeah, so
There's no money down in Tennessee.
Yeah. Came down to that, really?
I don't know.
Golly. A.J. Brown, yeah, he's probably only like 26, 27.
He's got to be young.
Man.
I thought he was the better receiver on Ole Miss when him and DK Metcalf and Dawson Knox were there.
What? A.J. Brown is 24. That is, to me, a steal for the Eagles. An absolute steal. They get A.J. Brown with the 18th pick in this draft is basically what they got.
Yeah, I'd say that's a steal. I mean, A.J. Brown is obviously better than any receiver that's in this draft right now.
Wow. That is the steal of the draft. I do not know what the Tennessee Titans are doing here. That is outrageous. That to me is a gigantic one-sided trade.
That's kind of like how the Bills Diggs trade, though.
Yeah, it turned out good for Minnesota. I think they got a receiver that's as good, if not better, than Diggs right now.
Cheaper, yeah, it worked out for them. But yeah, that trade kind of worked out because of their pick. Worked out well for both teams.
Man. So Ian Rappaport's talking about it right now. A.J. Brown for the 18th and 101st overall pick. It's a third rounder. Dang. What?
So what is this, Traylon Burks to the Titans then?
I guess so. It's kind of like what you're saying. It's like a Diggs deal.
Yeah, it's pretty much what that is. Assuming
All right.
it's like a wash for them.
And it is Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks goes to the Titans. You called it. All right. It is really getting down to crunch time on the Bills. So Andrew Booth is still out there.
So we got the Saints now?
So Saints are on the clock. Now this is where if Buffalo wants a player, I don't know who they would want to trade up for. But, Devin Lloyd. I see Devin Lloyd going to the Steelers, though. That's just a Steelers type of name. Devin Lloyd, Greg Lloyd. Devin Lloyd's going to the Steelers.
Say it like that, it makes sense.
But anyway, there's our list. Breece Hall, Andrew Booth, still going strong. Trent McDuffie, still going strong. Daxton Hill, Jalen Petre, and Tyquan Thornton. This is for $200. $200.
I didn't know there was $200 on the line. I would have picked somebody other than the people on the list here.
You're not eligible.
Well, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have done this had I known I could have been. It's a season of golf right there.
That is so good. That is awesome. That is the soundbite of the night. That is the sound. Oh shoot! I wish I had you on camera when you said that. You wouldn't have done this if you had known that. Well, hopefully Kevin comes back in.
I would have done it regardless, Steve.
Thank you. Traylon Burks to the Tennessee Titans. Saints are on the clock again. They're another double dipper. They got Chris Olave with their first pick. Let's go and put this over here. There's the pickies. We don't need to see the top anymore. Derek Stingley, Sauce Gardner. The run on receivers started at 8. Drake London, then 2 picks after that, Garrett Wilson, and then Chris Olave right after that, and then Jamison Williamson right after that. Jahan Dotson, and then Traylon Burks just now. So it's receiver. So if you were hoping that the Bills would get a receiver, that looks like it's no longer in. I mean, they could get Pickens, but Really, what they should have done is they should have given up a little more for A.J. Brown. That's what I would have liked to have seen.
You think that the Titans would have traded with the Bills?
I guess they would have had to give up more, but certainly trading him to the other conference was better.
What kind of receiver do you think the Bills want? They want a big guy, or you want a fast?
Nah, they want a fast guy. They want a fast guy. But hey, would you not take A.J. Brown for the 25th overall pick and like maybe a second rounder? If the Titans were offering. So Jameson Winston re-signed. They scored. So yeah, the Saints on the clock. The pick is in.
So what do you got here?
I bet you it's Breece Hall.
I don't know. The Saints are a mess.
Who do they have? It'll probably be Devin Lloyd. It'll be Devin Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They probably should go offense here. They didn't take Calvin Hamilton with that pick before.
Well, the Saints are definitely a team that is kind of off balance when it comes to where they are in their program. I mean, you got a quarterback that is coming off injury. Jameson Winston's been a hot and cold quarterback. They had Michael Thomas, who was injured, so it's hard to say whether or not he's going to come back and be what he was. Seems like their defense is always pretty good, right?
Yeah, they're always pretty good, their defenses.
You have, what's his name? Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill, yeah. Position he played.
He played quarterback for a few games. So,
Taysom Hill got people pretty upset in my fantasy league. I played him as a tight end.
oh yeah?
It
Mm.
would have been 2 years ago, actually. Yeah, I don't know what the Saints can do here. They got a receiver before.
I bet you it's quarterback Willis. Yes, Charlie, we can pay AJ. Brandon Beane can find the money. He finds the money in places no one ever thinks of looking.
Through Terry Pagula, who finds it on the ground.
What?
He finds it from Terry Pagula, who finds it on the ground.
Oh.
He does the gas.
Trevor Penning. The Saints take Trevor Penning.
Oh, play his film, Steve.
What?
Play his film.
I wish I could.
Oh, man. This guy just destroys people.
I'll start playing. I'm watching on my phone. I'll start playing some film when we get the Bills. See if we can get away with it.
Throws people to the ground, and then he puts his arms back and throws his body into people.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
He's happy. He's going to play in the Big Easy. All right, so tell me about Trevor Penning. Let's get back to our analysis here. You said he's mean, huh?
He played on the same team as Spencer Brown. He's a big dude. If they show his film, he just throws people to the ground, and then he puts his arms back, and he just throws his body into him and just lays him to the ground, whether he is near the play or not.
Okay.
But he's a nasty dude. I like him.
You like him. So you would have liked him in Buffalo.
Well, I would have liked him in Buffalo, but the Bills don't need him.
Yeah. But if he was the highest player rated on their draft board, they would have taken him.
Sure. Maybe they could have tossed him at like right guard or something.
Look who's on the clock now.
Pittsburgh?
The Pittsburgh. The New England Patriots. I was looking at the wrong line. Yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. Now, this is an interesting team to me with a lot of question marks. We have 15 people in the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I tell everybody, do not subscribe to my channel.
Yeah,
It
I
will
never-
really look bad on you. It could come back to haunt you in the future. But if you really, really, really want to, there I have one stipulation, and I'm serious about this. You have to know, like I do, that the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
Are you watching this Trevor Pinion film?
No,
Just destroying people.
they went to the commercial,
Oh.
but I did see it when I got this
This
stream
dude's
ready.
back.
If you really believe the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, like I do, and not even just believe, like you know what's going to happen, then go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, you're not going to fit in very well here. All right, the Steelers are on the clock. I think the Steelers are going to take Devin Lloyd. That's my guess.
Think so? That's not a bad prediction for him.
It just is. That's a Steelers name, Devin Lloyd. I think because Greg Lloyd played there. There was a Devin linebacker,
Devin Bush?
Devin Bush, right?
I don't know. Yeah, that sounds alright.
So Devin Bush, Greg Lloyd, it's got to be Devin Lloyd. In fact, that's the reason why if they are asked, like after the draft, why did you guys take Devin Lloyd? They're going to say, well, we had a Greg Lloyd and we had a Devin Bush. So it just made sense to go with Devin Lloyd. And I don't think anybody could really blame him for that. So you watch this. The Steelers will pick Devin Lloyd.
Man, that last guy there would have been a good Steelers pick. I don't know. That last guy that went, he would have been a good Steelers pick. That would have been a good guy to go to Pittsburgh. Maybe what about like Tyler Linderbaum out of Iowa, the center?
Oh no, there's no reason to discuss it. It's Devin Lloyd. If it's not Devin Lloyd, then something happened in the Matrix.
Oh, there's always something going on in the Matrix.
There's the pick is in. They're back. Vegas, baby, Vegas. I want to go to Vegas.
Why? I thought you were there.
Well, I am, I guess, kind of. But, and that's a question I have for everybody in the chat. When you go to Vegas, what do you like to play? Do you like to play craps? Do you like to play blackjack? Do you like to play at the roulette wheel? Do you like to play some Texas Hold'em? Do you like to just go and gamble in the game room? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. When you go to Vegas, what do you like to do?
I just like to sit in the pool and
keep it clean.
Drink on the drink.
I didn't say who you like to do. I say what you like to do. Bills Maniac likes to play some blackjack. They say no, they have Harris. Steelers take Hall. You think Steelers are going to take Hall?
Jackson Hall?
Or Brees Hall?
Brees Hall. Why would they take Brees Hall? They got Najee.
Yeah, I think he means Daxton. They got Levi Wallace. Steelers took our Levi Wallace. I'm happy for Mitchell Trubisky in Pittsburgh, but I sure would have liked to have kept Levi here.
Yeah, I mean, Levi has been like shit on for the last however many years. That's only because he's been the weak link, but he's not the. He hasn't been terrible.
Now, the weak link, and then we're going to talk about this next, is that doggone Tremaine Edmonds.
Don't talk about Tremaine like that. Yeah, I know. This is last year.
Huh?
It's just last year. That's why we're going to get the replacement in the second round, Brian.
We might trade Tremaine here
What do you mean here?
in this draft.
Oh, no. Tremaine's replacement is in the second round. His name is Brian Asamoah.
I'm hoping for Devin Lloyd myself, but the Steelers are taking him. But
He's going to go to the Patriots.
Devin Lloyd?
Sure,
No.
why not?
All right, the pick is in. And it's a no-brainer. We all know who the Steelers are picking. They had a Greg Lloyd on the team back in the day. They had a Devin Bush, who was solid linebacker. So they're taking Devin Lloyd.
Are you sure?
Yep. Waiting for Franco Harris to announce it.
You get $200. You get this right. Oh, you get the Bills pick. Oh, I see the Bills pick coming up.
Bills pick coming up. Come on, Franco.
Look how old that guy is. He's probably way more athletic than you and I.
I know. I know. He's 70 maybe. There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm not. That must be a typo. That has to be a typo.
No, that's a good pick for them. That's
Kenny
exciting.
Pickett.
That's a good local boy. Good for them.
So the first quarterback comes off the board. It's Kenny Pickett. So he doesn't go very far. He just goes down the thruway a little bit from the University of Pittsburgh to Riverfront, Three Rivers. What is it? Three Rivers Stadium?
He doesn't go anywhere. He's in the same stadium that.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. Doggone it. So Pittsburgh goes to Pittsburgh. So you're right, doggone it. Devin Lloyd's going to the Patriots, and that is not going to be good because Devin Lloyd is a wrecker. He is a wrecker. All right, so Kenny Pickett. Tell me more about Kenny Pickett.
I don't know. I know he tried to cheat the NCAA last year. He did a running play, pretend to slide. They had to change a rule because of it because he didn't actually slide.
The Pickett play.
The Pickett play. I don't know. I don't like any quarterbacks in this draft.
Now, I'm surprised they didn't just, wait with Mitchell Trubisky.
To give him a chance?
Yeah. Mitchell Trubisky's, his stats in Chicago were solid. He had like a 90 QBR. He had if I'm just throwing it out there, I think he had 63 touchdown passes and maybe 30 interceptions, which isn't great, but it's not horrible. What were his stats at Chicago?
Give these stats of Pickett here, man. He was thrown to a pretty good receiver last year. That Jordan Addison, he should be a top receiver in next year's draft.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I think they really should have waited. So, Trubisky.
I would agree with you. I would like to see Trubisky get another chance.
31-19, 41, 48, 58.
How long did Pittsburgh sign Trubisky for?
Four.
So just 1 year?
54. Excuse me? What?
Pittsburgh. How long did they sign Trubisky for? 1 season?
Oh, good question. Probably a season, yeah. So he was 64 touchdowns and 37 interceptions with Chicago. He had 10,600 yards passing with Chicago. I mean, again, not. I mean, it's there. It's there. Of course, quarterbacks are also judged on what they do when the game's on the line and what they, can or can't do. You got
to trade Patriots to Chiefs.
What? A trade?
The Chiefs.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
No.
All right.
Here's Kenny Pickett.
All right, there you go. So the Chiefs trade up with the Patriots, and that is definitely the Bill Belichick way, trading down. And this is where it gets interesting, boys and girls. This is where we're going to find this. Oh, my gosh. The future is now. The future is now. So, obviously, we're better than the Chiefs. We proved it last year. Don't want to get into what happened to change, whatever. So, Chiefs, they lost Tyreek Hill. There's no receiver I can see or offensive player here. Oh, Breece Hall, maybe? Breece Hall, maybe. Who do you think?
Why would the Chiefs go?
Because Edwards-Helaire, he hasn't been. I'm not saying that would be a good pick. I'm just saying that it would be a pick that that would, to them, maybe make sense.
You know what team needs a linebacker that is other than Nick Bolton would be the Chiefs.
Oh, this could be Devin Lloyd.
Although they did lose Tyrann Mathieu, so maybe they can go safety here.
This also could be Devin Lloyd.
The guy I like is out of Georgia. Is that Lewis Seen?
I think this is Devin Lloyd. I think you're right. I mean, I think I'm right.
I think they should go secondary here.
Secondary? All right, so who would that be? Would that be McDuffie? Would that be Aaron? That could be our guy. That could be our guy that we're all talking about. What's his name?
No, not like corner. I'm talking like
safety.
Talking like safety,
Okay.
Like Daxton Hill, or like I was saying, like that Lewis Seen.
Okay. All right. What does everybody in the chat think here? This is a huge pick. This is one of these picks where the playoff game where like could say that mofo that was picked up in the draft at 21, they moved up and they got him. And there it is. The pick is in.
Oh, they went corner. Trent McDuffie.
And they do go corner. Trent McDuffie. So that is a guy that was probably on the Bills board. I am telling you the Bills are trading out of the first round. Who here thinks in the chat the Bills are going to trade out of the first round?
Do I get $200 if I say yeah and I do?
Yes. Charlie, will you give Jared $200 if he guesses it right that the Bills trade out of the first round?
If that's the case, I'm going to share with Charlie. I'm going to take him out to the finest establishment up in Barker. And
all right, so here we go. Chat room. Will the Bills trade out of the first round?
Look at that kid in the middle there. He is not thrilled that Trent McDuffie is going to the Chiefs.
Who?
I don't know. There's some little kid there. He just does not look thrilled. Oh, great. We're going to Kansas City.
Ooh, Mauricio's team is on the clock now. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Buddy of ours from work. Doesn't make him any sense. He's a Packers fan. He grew up in New York City. His dad liked the Giants. They're from Honduras. Never been to Green Bay, but he's a Packers fan.
It's funny how that works.
Some people just pick a team to piss other people off.
Yeah.
And that's how they become. And there's a word out there for it. I can't think of it. Okay.
Trent McDuffie was a sophomore. That's a young guy.
Are these chats showing up in my chat box? All right. What'd you say?
I don't know. What did I say?
Oh,
All right, here's the Packers here.
Packers are on the clock. All right, so they lost Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers is a baby. He needs to be protected. But you're not trading up for an offensive lineman. You got to get a wide receiver. And they have had almost every receiver taken off the board. Who's left? Is there a receiver left? A first-round talent receiver? No, right?
No. I don't see one. I don't see one unless...
They're definitely not taking running back. I guess that's just kind of like a given that teams aren't going to take a running back until we get to Buffalo, of course. The Packers They have not selected a wide receiver in the first round since Javon Walker. That was 2002. So I don't. There's not a receiver that they can take here that would be worthy of trading up for. Devin Lloyd. It's Devin Lloyd. Oh, because they lost. What's his name? Or did he go back? They lost.
One of the Smith brothers.
Yes, Zazir, right? Zedarius. So they lost him. His replacement, Devin Lloyd. This is, yep, Bills Maniac said it too. Devin Lloyd is going right now. Bills Maniac, I am totally with you. It is Devin Lloyd 100%. 100%. There's no way it's not Devin Lloyd.
I don't know. The Packers front office is pretty ass backwards. The current office, I should say. I don't know. I don't know if they do the right thing. George Pickens would be the best receiver.
Quay Walker, linebacker, above Devin Lloyd. Ooh, Devin Lloyd could fall to the Bills. Get rid of Tremaine. Get Devin Lloyd. Now I'm getting pumped up. I'm getting pumped up. Because if Devin Lloyd, he's not going to fall 3 more spots to the Bills. But Quay Walker.
Quay Walker out of Georgia? They took him over to Kobe D?
Mm-hmm. Up, we have a trade alert, and it has to do with the Buffalo Bills. Holy cow. Big trade alert here.
Wait, what are you talking about? Bills trade ahead of the Cowboys?
Our Buffalo Bills are on the clock, baby. Brandon Beane wants somebody enough to trade up. We'll find out what he traded and who he traded it for. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Whoever the Bills pick is going to win the Super Bowl this year. Unbelievable. This is amazing.
The Bills traded to 23
with the
Ravens. What'd they give up?
I'm going to find out here in a second.
The 25th. Why do they have to get ahead of the Cowboys? What do they need that the Cowboys were going to get?
This could be.
It's not going to be Breece Hall because.
No, it's not going to be Breece Hall. You're not trading up for a running back. Oh, and this could be. We're going to find out if somebody made some money here. Let me get my Venmo contest here rolled up.
Is this Devin Lloyd?
Could this be Devin Lloyd? It's going to be some guy we never expected. I'm going to be so annoyed.
Because that seems like a weird trade to make to get ahead of the Cowboys.
There's our list. Yes, I agree. Yep, so they wanted to get ahead of the Cowboys. They wanted to get ahead of the... So there's $200. There's $200 that's going to be going to somebody right here. Who could it be? Or maybe nobody. Maybe I'm going to pocket it. I'm just kidding, Charlie. We'll put it in the kitty for another day. So the Bills are on the clock. We are 4 minutes away. So, chat, what are we going to do here? Who is going to take? Who are the Bills going to take? Are you confident in your guess?
That seems like a weird trade for the Bills to make. To get ahead of them.
Uh-huh. Would they trade up for Booth?
It's got to be a secondary guy.
You think so?
It's either a secondary or a linebacker.
It's not going to be a receiver. It's not going to be. I don't think an offensive lineman. No, it's going to be. And do the Cowboys need secondary help?
Cowboys always need secondary help.
And what do they give up? Did you find out yet?
No, not yet.
All right. Well, it looks like
I hope they didn't give up too much for that.
they may have given up their second-round pick.
But
All right, the pick is in. Here we go.
that's gotta be secondary at a.
They gave up.
They're gonna move.
They gave up 25 and they're 130, so they gave up their third-round pick.
Alright. But they must want something that the Cowboys want, so that's why they're getting ahead of them.
I bet it's Andrew Booth. I bet it's Andrew Booth. And now we're going to have a tie, if that's the case, with our $200 contest. So there's the details, the 25th overall, obviously, and the fourth round pick. Okay, a fourth round pick. Cowboys. I mean, the Ravens. I keep saying Cowboys. The Ravens.
They gotta go defense here. I mean, that's what the Bills do in the first round. And this wouldn't make sense for any offensive position.
I think they might not be happy with Tremaine. I think they might be getting ready to move on from Tremaine and get Devin Lloyd. I love Devin Lloyd, man. I loved him. After I watched his tape and put together a little video, I was like, this dude is legit.
Devin Lloyd?
Yeah, I liked him. Liked the little research that I've done. Tremaine Edmonds. But yeah, I mean, cornerback. I mean, Booth makes the most sense, doesn't it? It's Booth or Devin Lloyd. It's Booth or Devin Lloyd.
But
It's Booth or Devin Lloyd. What?
interesting. Like,
Kier Elam.
yeah, man. I told
Yeah?
Brandon that this morning.
We're happy with that?
Tell Braden I told him Kier Elam this morning. He knows.
Man.
That's what I called this morning at like before 8:30 before we even talked.
Wow. Well, let's look at this guy's tape.
Yeah, well, I know he's.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get my stream taken down, but that's okay.
Hopefully, he doesn't have the off the field stuff.
Let's look and see if this guy's any good. All right, he makes a catch there. That's good. He caught the ball. That's good. Out of Florida.
I told Braden this morning. This dude, I like this guy, but he's got a family history. His dad was in the NFL. His uncle was in the NFL, and they just got like off the field crap.
Oh yeah.
But I'm assuming that the Bills did their stuff on this.
All right. Oh, we're watching the highlights now. You know. Ooh, nice catch there. He got the ball, snagged it, and pinned it to his shoulder pad, and brought it in. All right. So Jared is happy with the pick. Kier Elam, cornerback, Florida, goes to Buffalo. And let's look and see if anybody on our Venmo contest sheet had this dude. The answer is no.
Oh, man. Somebody text Braden. Braden and Mike Gaglione. I told him this morning.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone blowing up. Mike's like, your boy.
Ah. All right, so that looks like it's probably going to be it. I'm going to hang out here in the draft for a little bit longer, see if the Bills somehow, some way move up into the end of the second round. They can't though because they have no draft capital to do that now. Oh, they do have their second. They do have their second round pick. Oh, they can't. They can't move up. Curious to see who takes who now where. I'm happy, but not. Bills Maniac. Bills Maniac, you were close. You called cornerback. It just wasn't who we thought it would be. And I thought Breece Hall was going to somehow, some way end up in being the first pick for the Bills. Could be second round. When did the Bills pick second round? They pick way back, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a third round pick.
Oh, so they could trade their third round pick and their second round pick to move up in the second round. And I think they probably will. So what does everybody think of that pick? Love to know.
That dude is that's a good pick though. He's from a football.
I can't hear you. What happened to your sound? I lost you. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, there you are.
You there?
Yep. So the Dallas Cowboys on the clock.
Oh, I like that Bills pick. As long as he, like I said, as long as he doesn't have the off the field crap, he's a good pick.
All right. So the Cowboys on the clock. Man, so I guess they were afraid that the Cowboys were going to take Kier. All right, so the Cowboys are on the clock. We'll finish this up. You, of course, can go to bed, Jared, but
We'll finish this up.
the pick is in. We got how many? We got about another 45 minutes to go.
Oh, it's kind of like a personal thing, though. That's what I told Mike and Braden today, that's the guy I like.
All right, very good.
That's so weird, though. That's like what they got.
Man. So I'm going to be looking at a lot of Kier Elam highlights now, doing a little bit of reading up on this guy. All right, the pick is in for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys coming, pretty close to advancing in the playoffs last year and then blowing it against San Francisco, but San Francisco wasn't very good, so losing to them.
Jermaine Johnson here.
I'm just going to keep saying Devin Lloyd over and over again until he's picked.
All right, Devin Lloyd. I'm going to go with Jermaine Johnson.
I don't think it'd beat Devin Lloyd. They have Micah Parsons. Although Micah Parsons and Devin Lloyd, that'd be nasty. That would be nasty. But this is going to be Andrew Booth then. You think? Well, the Bills got ahead of the Cowboys and picked a cornerback, thinking that the Cowboys would. You said that the Cowboys always need defensive back help.
Well, maybe the Cowboys are smart and they go with the next best available player and they take. Who knows how the board goes with Johnson?
All right, pick is in. And the Cowboys take Tyler Smith, offensive tackle.
There's your surprise. Who the heck is Tyler Smith?
I don't know. They like him. Bills Maniac trusts Brandon Beane. I don't blame you. He's doing a good job. Doing a real good job. Midnight Hood strikes back. He says, I got Elam right. All right, Midnight Strikes Back. If you were in the chat, if you were in the comment section somewhere and I missed you, and I see that you had it locked in, I will certainly make sure, as long as the comment is not edited, we'll be good to go. Of course, it'll also show the edited time. So someone says, oh, you said I picked Hall or Elam. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work.
It's funny, my phone is blowing up with a Mike and Braden, separate Mike and Braden from work and separate text about this Elam thing, because I literally told them both today, like, that's the guy I like, minus the off-the-field potentials because of this family thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because of him, but because of his family history.
All right, well, tell our 12 viewers what that means. Why do we like Elam, and what are we hoping that we don't see with the guy?
Well, obviously we hope that we don't see that he's a criminal and he has a sexual assault like his father and whatever is.
All right, so he's got a criminal pedigree.
Not necessarily him, but his family does. Like, and they're both NFL players. I don't know, it seems like that's what he grew up in, so it's hopefully he can grow out of that once they give him X amount of millions of dollars. And he's definitely a good football player. There's no doubt about that. And he's got all the measurables and the speed and the history in Florida.
Okay.
Be a good cornerback. Like, if you look at him minus all that potential off the field stuff, that probably isn't even fair to him because it doesn't show that there's any history on him. He looks to be a good cornerback to have on your team.
Good. All right. So we just got to make sure that he's not a head case.
Yeah, I'll get in contact with him when he gets up.
All right. Very good. Well, welcome to Buffalo, Kier.
He's just like, that's what you want.
All right. Well, Bills Maniac says we're gonna make him great. We have the right culture here in Buffalo, and I know that people scoff at that idea of culture, but I do believe in it. It just makes sense, right? If you work anywhere and you got a bunch of idiots that you're working with, it's just gonna make for a crappy work environment. If certain people are getting away with stuff that they shouldn't be getting away with, and the other people are playing by different rules, and there's double standards, it's going to suck, and it's going to show in the performance, just the same as it is in a football organization. So culture is a big deal. So if this guy comes in and he sees leadership, like I believe he will with the players that they have, Tre'Davious White specifically, right? How cool is that dude? How much fun would it be going to work every day knowing that you're working alongside him? He would never overly criticize anything. I'm sure he would be someone that would want to see you succeed. We've watched enough of episodes of Hard Knocks to see that there's some real dickheads on these teams that a lot of these kids don't want to be around, and it affects their play on the field. So, great.
As a football player, I like that pick. It's a good pick for the Bills.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we all knew they were going to go corner, except for those people that thought they were going to go running back, which doesn't make any sense because they're going to go Bijan Robinson next year. This is a good pick.
Okay. Pick for the Bills. Good. I'm glad you like it. It makes me like it too.
I like it a lot. It's a great pick for the Bills.
So Midnight Hood says that Elam can play zone, press, and man.
Yeah, they're going to go man. They're going to go press and man. They're going to go man at least.
And he said, like what I said, that he's going to be playing with one of the best corners in the league.
Well, assuming Tre'Davious recovers all right.
Right, exactly. And from what I understand, he'll be back probably within the first month of the season.
I'll ask my Bills. See what he says.
What's that?
I'll have to ask my buddy Joe that works for the Bills. See what he says.
All right.
What he does, he does the sports science.
So, and there was not a lot of cornerbacks taken before him. So obviously he's one of the higher rated cornerbacks, right? Trent McDuffie went.
Yeah.
Let's look at this here. So you had from the top of the draft, you have
Did that trade affect the Bills' second round pick?
no. So the only other cornerback that went before him was Trent McDuffie.
And
So the Bills got this. Made
and Singling and Sauce Gardner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry. Some poor analysis on my part there. Sure, those guys went 4 and 3. Yeah. All right, so the Ravens pick is in.
Watch the Ravens get like Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd here, and their defense just gets all jacked up in one draft.
Yep. So, yeah, I would say okay. So they got maybe their third highest rated cornerback after Sauce Gardner and Derek Stingley. All right, so this is where Andrew Booth could go. Thank you to the 10 people that have been hanging in there, watching.
All right.
Trip says Elam was number 3.
I lost you there for a second.
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Oh yeah, Tyler Lindenbauer likes wrestling guys when he's not playing football.
Tyler Lindenbaum. All right, big kid goes. He looks too soft.
No, you gotta trust those Iowa linemen. They're good. They're always good.
He looks one of those. I guess you're saying he's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
okay.
Iowa guys are always
All
good.
right, he's a good Iowa boy. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ravens. So now here's my question, because it's not over yet. Could Brandon Beane do one of those things that make us say, "Damn, Brandon," and trade back up into the first round?
He doesn't have to. He already did it. He's already made you say like, "Damn, Brandon." No.
Well, made you feel that way.
Von Miller.
Oh, you're saying? I thought you said with Kiera Elam.
No.
Yes, I know he has, right? And it's like, okay, he's not going to do anything like that again, right? Or will he? Could he trade
Who?
his second round pick and his third round pick, because that's what he has left? He's traded his fourth round pick. Could he? And I think he has multiple. Doesn't he have multiple picks in the second round or third round?
Not this year. If he's gonna move up back on the first, he's gonna need stuff from next year. And honestly, the only teams that would trade with him potentially would be Tampa, Green Bay,
In Minnesota.
I can't imagine New England, Kansas City, or the Chiefs or Bengals
Right.
trade with them. But
Okay.
if
And-
anything, May trade up in the second.
Yeah. And I'm just throwing it out there, that if there is a player that Brandon wants, and
Hold on, the Jets are back in. See that?
a trade? Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. We do have a trade, and it does have to do with somebody in the AFC East, just not the Bills.
So
All right, so
here? Johnson, Devin Lloyd, your boy, or N'Kobe Dean?
oh man, so they need a cornerback. That could be Booth.
No, they already got Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I would say Devin Lloyd. Let's see how many guys on my list is still
Johnson.
available.
Might be a terrible pick for them.
Devin Lloyd. What about oh, they could take Breece Hall. That would be a just thing to do. Do they have a running back?
No. Yeah, they do. They got Michael Carter? I don't know.
I think it's gonna be Bernhard Reinman. I think it's be Bernhard Reinman. They're gonna get somebody to protect Zach Wilson. It's gonna be Bernhard Lineman.
I agree that they need a lineman.
Yeah.
But they got a defensive coaching staff. So
Oh, it might be it's actually George Karlaftis. George Karlaftis.
from Purdue.
Yep.
Who did they pick?
That's who they're gonna pick. That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing. George Karlaftis is who the Jets are gonna pick. If anybody wants to chime in and tell me what you think, are the Jets gonna pick George Karlaftis or somebody else? Devin Lloyd really would be a good one here. George Karlaftis or Devin Lloyd?
Jets suck. They can go where they want. They're still gonna suck.
George Karlaftis or Devin Lloyd? And the Jets are going to take Jermaine Johnson, edge.
There you go. Told you.
You told me. You're so smart.
Where's my $200?
No, I can't. You can't draft a guy that looks like this. You cannot. He would not fit in Buffalo. New York, absolutely.
Oh, I don't think they fit in New York.
Huh?
Nobody fits in New York. Nobody fits in New York.
That's true. All right, the Bucks are on the clock. This is where Brandon Beane's going to trade up with the Bucks.
No, he's not. Bean is done for the night.
He is not done for the night. He wants to make another move. He's a maniac. And he's dancing like he's never danced before. Why do you got to eat on this live stream? What are you eating? It looks good. Simply because you're chewing.
Can you hear it?
You know who else called that? Is Midnight Hood. Midnight Hood. He called it also. Good job, Midnight Hood. We got Charles Mazak. What is?
I went to high school with Charles.
Please forgive me for my stupidity.
What's up, Charles?
Can you imagine 30 years ago buying property in Bristol, New York?
Where's Bristol, New York, Charles?
Molarity the cheese, molarity the cheese.
What kind of cheese you talking? Munster, Pepper Jack, American, cheddar?
So, Midnight Hood really wants Breece Hall.
Yeah, he's going to be there in the second round.
But will he? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Breece Hall coming to Buffalo. If we got Breece Hall, because I fell in love with Breece Hall in the last 48 hours. I don't know why. Jared, you're frozen, or you're just sitting real still. All right, it's just me, boys. And girls, if there's a girl there. Do we have another trade? Yes. The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded up with the Buccaneers. Oh my gosh. Trades all over the place. It's going crazy. All right, so now we have the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Did the Packers just move up too? There's stuff going on here. The end of the first round is getting a little crazy. The Jaguars obviously started the draft off taking the number 1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, defensive line out of Georgia. Now they're on the clock again. Their pick is in. Are they going to go defense again? I honestly think this is where Devin Lloyd finally goes. The Jaguars building on defense. But as far as I'm concerned, as Jared had said earlier in the stream, that is not smart. They need to get an offensive lineman to protect their golden boy there, Trevor Lawrence. And, trading up to get the 27th pick, I mean, it's a move, but I kind of wonder if they couldn't have gotten a little bit higher earlier and get an offensive lineman. But anyway, it looks to me from what I've read that the Jacksonville Jaguars really need a linebacker. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they do here is take another defensive guy and specifically a linebacker. But at the same time, they can still get an offensive lineman that's a first-round talent, and it's guy Bernhard Raimann out of Michigan, Central Michigan, who I had mentioned just a few minutes ago that I thought possibly would go to the Jets. So we're going to find out here in just a little bit. But then after the Jacksonville Jaguars, we got the Green Bay Packers, the New England Patriots, who traded out of their spot. I think they were around 20, and now they're at 29. And then, of course, we got the Chiefs, Bengals, and Vikings. Everybody likes Elam. Elam. Shalom. Who Elam? Elam. Elam. I know Bills picked Elam, the quarterback from Florida. Oh, you're talking to Wowza. Welcome to the stream, Wowza. Appreciate coming in to watch some middle-aged guy in his basement doing a live stream on draft night. So back to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got to imagine that I keep saying Devin Lloyd. I'm so surprised Devin Lloyd is still out there because I really like this guy's motor. And not only that, there's a story behind Devin Lloyd that is very interesting. So at Utah, a teammate of his died, and during his junior year, running back, and in large part because he wanted to honor this teammate, he decided to come back for his senior season. Now, a lot of people are like, well, that's not the smartest thing to do, so it shows that he may not have anything between his ears. But he went back to Utah because he wanted to not only honor his fallen teammate, but he wanted to win a conference championship with Utah. And they did. And to me, that just shows a guy that cares more about football than he does about necessarily the money or the fame. So Devin Lloyd is a guy I think could have gone by now. Welcome back, Jared.
Steve, I'm back after listening to your sob story about Devin Lloyd's teammate.
Can you press mute on my silly butt? Anyway, Devin Lloyd's still on the clock. That surprises me. What do you think? I mean, still on the board. What do you think? Up to the pick. The pick is in. The pick is in for the Jaguars. And it is Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd finally goes. And it is, again, very surprising that he lasted as long as he did. I thought he would have been gone probably around the 16, 17, 18 pick. But what do I know? I'm just a middle-aged guy in his basement doing a live stream. All right, so now what? Packers. Can you fix your audio? Can't hear you.
How about now?
What did you do?
I don't know. I clicked on mute. It's amazing how different that makes it.
So Packers on the clock now, and they were who they picked. They took Quay Walker, linebacker out of Georgia earlier. Another double dipper in the first round. That's why the Bills are going to come in. They're going to come right at the end, buddy. They're going to come right at the end. They're going to make an offer to the Minnesota Vikings they can't refuse, and they're going to get the last pick of the draft.
No, they're not.
I bet you they will.
No?
I bet you $200 that I have in my pocket now that they do.
$200? I'll bet you $200 they don't do that.
You're on.
So you're just covering the rest of golf for the season is what that is.
Speaking of which, we got to talk about golf here in a little bit. I think we can get out this weekend.
Yes.
Packers. So offensive lineman, defensive lineman.
Defensive lineman. Let me get my boy Mauricio on the phone.
So, Jared, how much did that membership cost at that golf club? Did you say? Because I really want to maybe go there myself.
What golf club?
That membership you paid for, that $1,700 a year membership?
Yeah, it cost $1,700.
All right, so the Packers are on the clock.
Like, where's that $700?
I was just trying to get you in trouble.
Shoot the rest of my pizza. And is the draft still going on, or is it over with? We still got the Packers here.
We got the Packers, Patriots, Chiefs, Bengals, and then the Bills who are going to trade with the Vikings.
Oh yeah, okay, the Bills. Yeah, I forgot about them.
You're so happy they got Kira Elam?
I'm so happy with that. As long as he doesn't break the laws or anything.
That's the case with all of them. Isn't Von Miller kind of in trouble now, having done something stupid with
I
like
don't know.
text messages or something?
I think that's just assumed. It could possibly be just somebody trying to make money off of him. My wife wants to know if we're talking about Elon Musk.
Yes, he was drafted 13th overall
Yeah.
by the Jeff Bezos team.
Oh no, they don't. He would never draft him. Yeah. So I don't know what Matt, his uncle, did, but he.
The Packers pick is in.
Oh, who do you got here?
I'm going to say they're going to go with Boya Mafe
We have Mape from Minnesota
from Minnesota.
in the first round.
Yep.
Oh no, he's no first rounder.
You'll see. You'll see. This is not really the first round anymore. This is kind of like the second round now.
Oh yeah, well there's only 20 some guys or less that has a first round grade. I've spent the last 3 months at work not working, just putting together a draft list, and Boya Mafe is not in the first round.
Well, you're obviously not a Packers GM.
Well, obviously the Packers GM sucks. And that's been pretty obvious for the last few years.
Look at all the people there. That is absolutely amazing that so many people just show up. I don't even care if they give away free beer or what. I mean, to have thousands of people just to see these kids picked from these. Look at all those people. That is incredible.
Oh, there's Brian Gullu, whatever the heck his German name is.
Huh?
Let me see if I can mess up this wonderful thing called the Packers team.
That guy sucks.
Hey, Wowza wants to know who Brees Hall is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Brees Hall is. You'll meet him tomorrow.
The question is, who is Wowza?
Wowza is he's a player from the late '90s, drafted out of San Diego State.
Yeah?
I forget what happened to him, but he's incarcerated now.
The corner of Maine and Plymouth during the 1980s represents everything about that generation. Have you ever had a garbage plate?
Yeah, I had a garbage plate. Yeah, at Jimmy Z's out in Brockport, New York. Have
All
you had
right.
a garbage plate?
The pick is in for the Packers.
If it's Boy Mofo, whatever you said before, this is just a joke.
What's that, buddy?
If it's that, what did that guy from Minnesota? This is the joke then.
Oh boy, you're a tough analyst on this platform. You really,
Why is Andrew Whitworth calling the Packers?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. Anyway, so the
Really
needs for the Packers for the most part are offensive linemen and defensive linemen, and they are projected to take Boye Mafe, in my opinion.
Boy Mafe. I don't know about that.
Yep, and you'll see. And then after that, we're probably seeing the Patriots take Andrew Booth.
Why?
What? Why?
What,
'Cause-
is Andrew Whitworth going to call this pick or what? What is this, commercial? Tell us how he's a great. What is this?
Here we go.
Steve, can you grow out a beard and shave your head and look at that guy?
All right. With the 28th pick. 29th pick. Oh, no, 28th pick. The Packers take Devontae Wyatt.
Is this guy telling a bunch of people out like with like cheese in their heads, like how they should live their lives?
Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle.
Oh yeah, he was the other Georgia defensive tackle.
All right, now, Patriots. Patriots are on the clock. This is interesting to us because I think there's something about the Patriots that has something to do with the Bills. What is it? I can't remember. What was it? They play in the same division. That's what it was.
So the
team needs for the Patriots, according to this site, is linebacker, cornerback, and safety.
I mean, it's fair to assume that they need a good corner or a good linebacker. And Kobe Dean's the way to go.
Kobe Dean.
Belichick is a good drafter, though.
All right.
Safety-wise, Daxton Hill out of Michigan.
If you call the third guy,
What's that?
you've got two of the three guys so far that this site I'm looking at is pegging the Patriots to pick. So let's see if you can make it 3 for 3.
What set are you at?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, so what did I say before?
Nakobe Dean,
And Kobe Dean.
Daxton Hill, and they need a cornerback. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so here you go. Here is... What is this thing? So let's look at the... Real quick, look at the whole kit and caboodle here. We started the night off with some exciting drama and suspense on who would go first overall. Trayvon Walker ended up going first overall, the defensive lineman from Georgia. Then Aiden Hutchinson, who many thought would be the first overall pick, went second to the Detroit Lions from Michigan. Derek Stingley, cornerback, LSU, goes to the Texans. Sauce Gardner, cornerback from Cincinnati, goes to the Jets. Kayvon Thibodeau, edge from Oregon, goes to the Giants. And there you go. Down the list we go. Down the list we go. Then wide receivers started coming off of the board right around pick 8 when Drake London went to the Falcons. Finally, the Bills traded up to take Kira Elam, cornerback out of Florida. But he's a big dude, 6'2", 190. And now we are up to the Patriots pick. Who will the Bills see twice a year? Patriots pick is in. Just waiting for word. And then we have 3 more picks after that. And then Jared's going to bed.
Yes. Are you going to bed, Steve? Or are you staying up?
I am so far past my bedtime right now. Way past my bedtime.
Well, the time difference in Las Vegas, you're fine.
That's a good point.
No, he's not in LA. He's in Las Vegas. Yeah, Steve's in Vegas.
Tell her to look at my view.
Look at him. He's.
I know. How much does that room cost? That view's like.
Steve, how much? My wife wants to know how much that room costs.
It's $7,800 a night.
$7,800 a night. Can you describe what the girls in your room look like?
I'll turn the camera around so you can see.
Yep. Yeah, we want to see it. My wife wants to see it, not me. That's disgusting.
All right, the pick is in.
Well, what's the pick, Steve?
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Who are you going to think? Who do we think? I think the Patriots are going to take Andrew Booth. I think it's going to be Andrew Booth.
I think Nakobe Dean. But then again, Bill Belichick is not an obvious drafter, so he can pick someone terrible. So he's going to go with somebody like I don't know.
What? This is a strange pick.
The pick.
It's strange.
Cole Strange.
Cole Strange.
Like I said,
it's a strange pick.
Tennessee Chattanooga.
What do you think of that pick?
I don't. What sort of think about it? I have no idea who that guy is. I've
Well,
heard of him.
How did you know his first name is Cole, or did you see it on TV?
Oh no, I got this app that I've been watching on YouTube for like the last 3 months about like top prospects.
Okay, very
It's
cool.
called YouTube.
You love this stuff. That's great. All right, we are down to our last 3 picks. So, as I said, the Bills will be trading up to get pick 32. They won't take Breece Hall with the 32nd pick. I'm going to tell you who the Bills are going to pick up with the 32nd pick when they trade up. They're going to take Lewis Sine.
Oh, I would love Lewis Sine.
That's who they're going to take.
You know Lewis Sine for real?
Oh, yeah. I've been doing my little research here, too.
I like Lewis Sine,
And that's who they're going to trade up to pick.
especially when Jordan Poyer's gone in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Sine
Scene.
is
Up.
going to be the guy.
The pick is in for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, that was quick. George Karlaftis.
And the Chiefs take George Karlaftis, edge rusher, 6'4", 260. He looks like a beast. Yikes. Not sure I'm going to like to face him in the playoffs if the Chiefs get there. All right, we are down to our last 2 picks of the night. Cincinnati Bengals are now on the clock. This is a big one, too. Big one, too. Definitely Cincinnati, Buffalo, LA Chargers, and Kansas City. All those teams will be there in the end.
So you got the Bengals staying there, or you got them moving?
Well, would you think they should take Nakobe Dean? Oh, you know what? This is a no-brainer. No-brainer. They're not moving. They're definitely taking Bernhard Raimann. They have got to protect Joe Burrow. Absolutely. And their pick is in. And I don't think there's any doubt about it. They're going to take Bernhard Raimann. Raymond. What do you think? Bernhard Raimann? They have to. They can't take anybody but. Joe Burrow was absolutely under siege all last season. Have the Bengals even picked in the first round yet?
Not yet today, no.
So they can't trade back. They gotta take Bernhard. Well, I mean, I guess they could. I mean, there's if they have anybody to trade with. Maybe Buffalo. That'd be cool. But their pick is in, so it doesn't matter. They're going to definitely take Bernard Raymond.
Yeah, I don't know how you predict offensive linemen. That's a hard thing to predict.
Well, they're going to take a offensive lineman. They're not going to take anybody in the draft ahead of an offensive lineman. They're probably going to take 4 offensive linemen in this draft if there's 4 good ones out there when they pick. They were so, I don't even know how they got to the Super Bowl. How do you get to the Super Bowl with no offensive line?
Yeah, you don't even. An offensive line is useless.
Now what? It's useless. It's overrated.
As long as you can get someone that can block their top pass rusher, you're fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, they didn't have somebody to block a top pass rusher. I mean, Burrow was just absolutely destroyed.
They made it to the Super Bowl, so it worked.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Buffalo would have just absolutely destroyed
I don't know what
Cincinnati.
they can do.
They got to take. I don't think there's any. If they don't take offensive linemen here, I mean, come on. That would be just, to me, so weird.
I really don't know too much for the Bengals.
Thanks for joining this stream, Wowza. I really do appreciate it. Jim Tripp, it was really fun having you around. Thank you for hanging out. Midnight Hood. It was super cool listening to your comments about what you thought Buffalo should do. What's that?
So who's in the chat? What do you got?
We got Charles Mazak.
Charles Mazak.
Yep. Before we end the stream, how about a quick shout out where everybody is? State, city, something? That'd be cool. We'd love to know. Where are you? I think Bill's Maniacs in Texas. He looks like he's got a Texas logo there. Wowza, in Pennsylvania. San Antonio, Texas. Oh my gosh, you almost got our Bills. Thank you very much, Jim Tripp. We do not know our stuff, though. Don't be a liar. We love our Bills, though. And we got JPS in Florida. What's up, JP? What part of Florida?
It's a big state. We're in Florida.
Yeah, what part of Florida? We got a guy from Sheila from Ontario. All right.
What?
Well, yeah, we've got 2 states represented here. That's cool. And we got Orlando.
Way bigger than Florida.
Orlando's in the house.
Oh man, Orlando! Congratulations on losing your special tax district.
Why you got to get all political?
That's not political, is it?
And Midnight Strikes is in Rochester, New York.
Oh yeah, from Rochester.
You've heard of Rochester?
Yeah.
Come on, Bengals. Pick your guy.
Barbecue places, right?
Huh?
The Americans and the barbecue place is in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Took my kids to their first Bills game this year. Says JP. I'm sorry it had to be the Jags game. Of all the games to go to. Oh man, I hope they had fun anyway. I hope they didn't walk away saying, "What the heck was that about?"
The Jags and Colts games, 2 of the worst games to go to this year.
Jim Tripp in Iowa. My brother-in-law's from Iowa. Yeah, that Bills-Jags game, I mean, come on. I don't know what that was about. That was pretty sick.
Be over in, like, Dubuque?
See, and let me just say, that's why when the Bills didn't win the Super Bowl last year, I mean, it sucked. But I want my Bills Super Bowl championship team to be a team that doesn't lose to Jacksonville during the regular season. I want my Bills team, when they win the Super Bowl, say there was nobody beating us.
I bet if the Bills win the Super Bowl this year, you wouldn't think twice about the Bills losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the regular season.
No, I know I wouldn't, right? But looking back, it's like I want my Super Bowl championship to be first class. I want my Super Bowl championship to be shrimp cocktail. I want it to be like,
Shut up. Be happy to get one when you get one.
oh, I will be. Trust me. But that's how I feel right now. When we win it, how about we win every game? We're going to go undefeated this year.
Yeah, all right.
Win every stinking game. JP was born in Buffalo. What are our ages here? Up. The pick is in for the Bengals. Daxton Hill.
Daxton Hill?
Daxton Hill. They did not take a lineman. Joe Burrow's thinking, what the heck? Wow's is 14. I'm fit at 2. We got Jim, who's 6'7", just a little bit older than me. No, JP, no one won the $100, so I'm going to roll that over into my next live stream contest. JP's 43.
Can I get on this?
No, I'm not going to be doing a live stream for. All right, so the Bills did not trade up with the Vikings. I was wrong. Vikings pick is in. All right. Come on now. I'll tell you what. For those who are left in the draft or in the chat, if we can do this real quick, do your guess. I'll Venmo you $10 if you get it right. $10 Venmo. I should have done this before. Quick. $10 Venmo contest right here, right now. Who do the Vikings pick with the last pick in the first round? $10 on the line. You are also in on it, Jared. Go for it. I'm going to say Andrew Booth.
For the second round? Andrew Booth?
No, not the Bills. The Vikings right now. Right here, right now.
All right.
Vikings right now. I'm going to say Andrew Booth. $10. Venmoed. Probably not enough for anybody to like. Okay, Wowza also says Andrew Booth. JP says Malik Willis.
Malik Willis? No.
Sure. Why not?
Because they got Kellen Mond.
Who?
He's going to be the man. Who the Bengals pick? Jackson?
Andrew Booth. Everybody's taking Andrew Booth. Wowza and Bills Maniac both say Andrew Booth.
I want a Kobe Dean.
Okay. My Jared friend here says Nakobe Dean. I'm not going to say it, JP. Nice try. I might be old, but I'm not senile just yet.
Oh, you're totally senile.
All right. The pick is in for the Vikings. Last pick of the draft. Haywood Jalobim. Jalobi. Oh, my gosh. This is a fun group.
Who do you pick, Steve?
I said Andrew Booth. We got 3 Andrew Booths, a Mike Hunt, a Haywood Jablomi.
Oh, Jablomi's in the draft? I didn't see him.
Daxton Hill, and then who's going to be?
Jablomi's got huge hands, and he's got great size, but he's got bad intangibles. Just blowing it everywhere. And I think a lot of front offices are not going to like that.
QG Rection.
Huge direction is definitely going to drop down to the 4th or 5th round due to injuries, of course, because they said he broke right and that he had a core muscle injury and he huge erection, which is.
Hey, before we end this live stream on this last pick, I want to thank everybody for coming on. It was a lot of fun. Some of you hung out here all night long. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun doing this channel, and I hope you like the content. I really enjoy putting it out. Remember, the Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl in 290. Now we're down to 289 days until the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl, and I'm going to release a video every single day and live stream leading up to that amazing moment. Last pick here for the Minnesota Vikings.
All right. Pick Nakobe Dean and get this thing over with. Give you tomorrow's draft then.
The pick is in. They're cheering the end of the draft. Trying to make this thing go to midnight. Here comes someone onto the stage. Is it Goodell? It's so funny how he gets booed all the time. Vikings select Louis Cine.
No, not Louis
Cine.
Oh, no.
Why you say oh no?
Because I wanted him in the 2nd round.
Why? Oh, for the Bills?
Watch him. He's a bad man.
He's a bad man? Well,
He's a good replacement for Poyer.
All right, well, let's look at his highlights real quick here. Here's our guy, Louis Cine.
It's the end of the night. You're going to shut that anyway.
Yep, we're going to shut it down anyway. So let's just play this right here.
Watch this guy. Strong Stacy.
Wow. Wow, he's a thumper. Holy cow. He is a thumper.
Play another one. There he is.
Yikes. I would have liked to have him. You're right. Dang. Sit down. Look at him track that ball carrier. Like, the guy didn't have a shot.
Yeah,
he looks confident. Like, he knows that he's the better player when it's one-on-one with him and a wide receiver.
He's just smart.
I still like Nakobe Dean, though.
All right, well, it's going to be very interesting for the 2nd round of the draft. It looks like Buffalo still could land a pretty solid player. There's some people out there. Some players out there that I think could really make an impact. We still have to trade Tremaine Edmonds.
No, Tremaine Edmonds will stick around for one more year. No, he's just not signed.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot, Jared. Hey, everybody. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Done?
I sign off.
You want to predict tomorrow's draft or anything?
See you tomorrow. I'm going to bed.